Ladies, gentlemen, mutants, aliens, and sentient AI, welcome to For Comic's Sake, where the heroes are super and the villains are diabolical and the puns, well, they're punishingly good. Now let's address the T-Rex in the Batcave. We're nerds. And for the joy of it, while others were out playing sports, we were calculating the trajectory of Spider-Man's web swinging. And when others were studying Shakespeare, we were mastering the intricacies of Klingon grammar. But hey, who needs conjugate verbs when you have conjugate wormholes? But being a nerd isn't about knowing the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. It's about embracing our inner supervillain. Yes, I'm talking about that deep-seated desire to conquer the world one comic book store at a time. Picture it, ruling over a domain where every day is free comic book day, where the currency is graded editions of Action Comics #1, and where the only law is that you must rewind your VHS tapes before returning them. But alas, even the most dastardly of villains must face the harsh reality. We're still waiting for our evil lair to come back from the dry cleaners, and don't even get me started on the logistics of finding a henchman who can correctly pronounce manga. Yet fear not, fellow nerds, for as we navigate the treacherous waters of adulthood, we shall never abandon our quest for world domination. After all, who else is going to ensure that the next generation knows the proper order of which to watch the Star Wars movies? So let us raise our lightsabers high and proclaim to the world, we may be nerds, but we're nerds with a plan. And that plan, well, let's just say it involves a lot of comic books and a healthy dose of imagination. Welcome, my co-host, William Perdomo. Let me get him in here. Here you go, except he's not here. Now, welcome our resident artist, Luke. Death metal
What's
hero,
up?
Agioletta. How are you guys? I'm sorry,
I see your erstwhile co-host has abandoned you.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to go much longer than that, because when I read that thing, it was like 4 hours long, and so I thought I had time to go and empty myself, but I guess I didn't.
4 hours? No, man. I try to get through it really fast. I'm sorry it took me so long to say it because I started laughing through it.
I mean,
you have no idea how many times I practiced it and thought it went really well.
That was great, man. I liked it.
It wasn't.
I mean, I feel that I had the license to just leave and do my thing because I had read it prior. So, but he stopped in the middle. Didn't warn me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't warn you. It's just how it goes, man. So I'm welcome For Comic's Sake, everybody. Thank you for showing up.
Welcome.
I appreciate it.
Two of my favorite people, nonetheless.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you, sir. Right back at you, brother. I've been looking forward to this. I've been prepping for Heroes Con all week, and been coloring prints and inking stuff. So I'm looking forward to doing some actual drawing.
Yeah, like the old Fractober days.
Yeah, man.
And speaking of that, let's...
20 years ago, we had the Couch Doodles channel. Yeah.
He'll be back. A little update on Frege. He's doing extremely well. He came through with flying colors. He's convalescing, but by the day, he's getting better, and I've never heard him so happy and chipper and optimistic since he got done with that surgery. So he's...
fantastic.
He's like a giant artillery shell, right? Like that's just waiting to fire out of the can. He can't wait to get back to work. He's happy. He's happy. That's the thing I haven't heard him in a while be happy.
That is fantastic to hear.
So
that is fantastic to hear.
We will have the fellow meatbag, Mr. Marco Gali. Blah chuck chuck. Welcome.
Yeah,
Aldir.
Nice.
One of our winners. Welcome.
Yeah.
Mr. Bascom is here to cure AIDS babies.
Yes, you are, my friend. Thank you.
And Marco adds, that's the J.Crager litmus test. If you can take that story, you can be his friend.
You can. You can.
Tokame, Mr. Seth says, hail the room, chat and panel. Welcome, my friend. Are you going to be watching tonight instead of playing your dorky little Dungeons and Dragons in the basement? Punk.
So
I believe
funny.
it's Cyberpunk that he's playing.
Like, yeah, that's the cool guy, cool people role-playing game.
Uh-huh.
Mr.
That
GJ,
cool
the
stuff.
biggest, he's a hoarder, like the smog of Crager's art. Time for another episode of Comics Gate. Welcome. And
Thank
good
you,
evening.
GJ.
He won't-
Thank you.
What's up,
He will
GJ?
not let it go. He's
Welcome.
pages upon pages underneath him, and I have to hire a little midget burglar to go get him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
You have to hire a burglar with big hairy feet.
Hello, Mr. Belmont Press.
What's up, Justin?
Let's go. Oh, Miss Feline
There's my
staying
beautiful
to watch
lady.
her
Skull beautiful.
Viking. Welcome. Hopefully she'll stay and watch us this time.
Yeah.
She might.
And then Hyper Potato, welcome, sir. Like,
What's up,
subscribe.
Hyper Potato?
Sergeant Rock forever, indeed, and he's on the wheel tonight.
Hardcore.
And as I said to Jason, kiss my ass for telling us we're late because it's like your topicless stream.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
I'm sorry.
Topicless usually is. No, it's fine. Live streams. They're, a roundabout time.
Everyone's always happy to see.
What's up,
Flying
Kevlar?
Feline. There's Mr. LaRock. Again, can't wait to see your book, buddy. I always see your pages. Mr.
Yeah.
Gordon, he said, William, what am I drinking? What is that? What does that mean?
Just pouring something into your face.
Yeah.
Is it coffee?
I mean,
Coffee.
it looks like coffee. What's up, Matt?
Yo, Luke and Will. And indeed, I emptied myself. It was wonderful. Yep. Good
a
to
hell
hear
of a
about
way to
Frankie,
put it.
Indeed. I was on pins and needles. I was glad to hear that his doctors were excellent and he can now get back to work.
Hell yeah.
Get you your books.
Superpowers re-engage. Hell yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for, Mr. Good Brother. Frega's a coiled spring ready to slinky up the stairs. He indeed is. He can't wait. Can't wait to stream. He can't wait to get back to Black Flag and get it finished and out the door. He can't wait to do the omnibus. He can't wait to do the other projects we're doing. But he knows he can't do all that cool stuff until you have Black Flag.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
That's what he's working on. And then Mr. Martinez says, howdy, Luke.
What's up, GJ? Welcome.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Uncle Scrooge, Smog for DJ. And that is the chat. Welcome, everybody, For Comics Sake. And like, share, and subscribe. And shall we?
Yes, indeed.
Do you guys have any last words?
And shout it out. And hopefully everybody liked the monologue because I'm going to hopefully do something like that every show. So
yes. And we are, in the midst of Meathead, so you might get your Making of Meathead segment coming up soon.
Oh, yes. Yes, we should. That should
We'll
be
start
good.
sharing pages and
Let's
about them.
Let's share the little meathead. Like I have a little meathead icon I can put in the corner.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me put our little logo up there. Little logo. Give me a second. There it is. Boom.
So it begins.
Meathead right there.
That's what we should call it. That's very good.
The
Gordon,
Crager benediction.
That is very good. I like that. That
Crager
may it be.
The Crager benediction. Very nice.
I named thee officially the Crager benediction every Monday.
Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed that. It actually was kind of fun to do. So if I could keep from laughing, then it's a success. But I can't tell you how. There we go.
He is healed.
He's a pussy.
See, he's got a limp right there, but he's healed, and I chopped his nuts off, so he's not attacking or as aggressive anymore.
Oh, he's awesome. He's a lap cat now.
In case Flying Feline wants to see, he's okay.
He's amazing.
But he's got a limp.
Kitty butt.
Now he's walking with a limp. He's walking with a crip walk. He does. He kind of has a crip walk.
Gonna get him a bandana.
Being gangsta girl. Being gangsta.
Are there
Rolling
any Crips
up all
Bloods in the Pacific Northwest?
What? Christian Bloods? Did you just say that?
Crips and Bloods.
Crips and Bloods in the
Crips
Pacific
and
Northwest.
I was like, of course Bloods are Christians. What are you talking about?
No,
Anyways.
I think in the Northwest it's about which beer you're drinking. What do they call it? The guys with the beanies and the mustaches and the glasses who brew beer. What do they call it?
Oh, hipsters.
IPAs.
Hipsters. Oh, IPAs. Yeah.
Which IPA you claim, Holmes?
No.
Jesus.
I'll
take a stout. Thank you.
I don't think anybody wants to visit Portland, Mr. LaRock. And I feel sorry for the sons of bitches who live there.
Doesn't sound like a fun place anymore.
Remember, it was Chaz. That's where Chaz was located. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. The Summer of Love, where everyone was destroying the country. They had a little independent commune in there, in the middle of Portland.
Yeah.
Nope. Didn't know that.
Microbrews. Thank you, Mr. LaRock. So, or kombucha, and then you got the kombucha mafia that comes in on top of it.
Yes.
So
Calico Pale Ale, he said.
Shall we? Are you gentlemen prepared for tonight's combat?
No, it's gonna suck. Y'all say weird shit that I don't know. So,
well, I feel in a privileged position because this is history repeating itself. I have 2 Nordic giants and then a little Mediterranean pixie putting you in an arena to kill each other while I gorge and enjoy myself and then go home at the end of the night.
There you go. There you go. Enjoy the pain.
So I will. Mm-hmm. I am looking quite forward to it. Share.
I bet you are.
Let's do this.
We look.
Are you ready?
I fucking guess. Let them fight.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, it's Luke's. It's Luke's. It's Luke's.
Oh, wow.
Right on.
This should be easy. So.
All right. I'm looking forward to that one.
Here's one that you actually know. Death Dealer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So all we need is a 4'2" dude in goth makeup to be Danzig standing, and we're good.
Oh my god. So funny.
Exactly. I'm so glad. Mr. LaRock, you already won, so I had to leave off the dragon. But next week, the moratorium is lifted, so go for it, sir.
Dragon.
So I didn't leave it off I left it off on purpose because you already won. So, but do it next week.
I am the law.
You just woke up as cat, Luke. Marco's cat with that scream.
I have been told that I am very stentorian. My grandfather used to tell me that all the time. I think that was just his nice way of telling me that I was loud.
And your better half is saying "yay" for you that you're going to get a Death Dealer from the great J.Crager.
Yeah, she knows how much I love Death Dealer, and so I'm looking forward to this.
Who doesn't?
I don't know, man, but there's got to be somebody out there. I
mean, who doesn't? I mean, it's kind of odd if you find someone who doesn't think much of Frank, but we all have our favorite Frank Frazetta paintings. He's not my favorite painting. I think Frega's favorite is the Catwoman or Cat.
Same. That's my favorite as well.
He has the black-haired one up in his office, not the blonde.
Yeah. I like all the green.
Yes, mine is the Egyptian Queen. I love that painting.
That is a fantastic painting.
I think it's on the cover of his art book, the latest one they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually have that on the shelf behind me.
Yeah, it's up here, but if I get it, something will fall on my head and put me out of the show. Mr. LaRock says, "Okay, I would have loved to see dragons drawn, but I was going to let someone else get the winning." Oh, okay. Well, if you ever do that again and you win, Matt, just specify that you don't mind giving it away to someone else. But suggest it again next week. I mean, it'll be yours. Might as well.
Yeah.
And I think Kayla Adrienne suggested a dragon too, the Game of Thrones one, and she didn't suggest again. So it'd be cool to get a couple of dragons on there.
I do like dragons, but I'm excited about Death Dealer.
And I don't know if dragons are quite as hard as machines. I mean, like I said, Frege has a moratorium. He will not draw machines on any of these drawing streams.
Well, the technical lines take a long time.
Because they're straight.
Yeah, they're a pain.
They can be. That's for damn sure.
It's no fun.
That's what I think. That's the reason why Crager is hesitating on a certain story point in Meathead. There's the villain has a conveyance that he uses to get around Vietnam, and it's a Russian hind that he's customized to look like a Leviathan, like a dragon. And it's this mean, death-dealing piece of equipment. And I think it's because it's a machine. He's like, damn it, Will. I want to fucking draw a machine.
Yeah, I gotta. Well,
what's
I'm
a Russian
not,
gunship doing here?
I kind of know what I want to do.
That's where I got it from.
I kind of know.
Metal Gear Solid. Nice.
That's what popped into my head.
I kind of know what I want to do with it already, so drawing it for Will already kind of defeats the purpose of me just doing it in the when I do it. Like, I don't need to show it to you to know I already know what I'm gonna do, and I think that I'm not scared of it. I already know what I'm doing with it, so I don't have.
I know. I'm just busting your balls, but who wants to draw like a really intense piece of tech all the time? It's very prominent in the first book.
Yeah, I only want to do it when I have to do it. Like, I don't want to fucking do it for fun. Like, fuck, man, give me a break.
Drawing helicopters just for fun? No.
Yeah, let's do that for fun. Yeah,
right.
Sounds fucking wonderful.
And in terms of what you said,
you sound like you'd rather get a root canal. What?
What you said about Metal Gear, I took put it this way: I took a relationship dynamic from Metal Gear, and GoldenEye. So if you can figure that out, you'll understand the dynamic.
Sweet, dude! I fucking love the original Metal Gear game, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah.
But I think if you look at the the liquid snake, solid snake, dynamic, which has become almost archetypical now, solid liquid. I think that had an origin. I mean, it's obviously there's opposite, thesis antithesis is an old concept, but before that you had a better one in pop culture, I think, or just as cool, which was in GoldenEye, which 006, 007.
Right. 006 was Sean Bean, wasn't it?
Yep, being killed yet again.
Yeah, that's like his stock and trade as far as the movies go. Like, do I get to die in it? Fine, fuck it, I'm in. Yeah,
good luck, Matt, getting someone to draw Transformers on a stream. They tell you to go that's yourself, unless you're like Eric Canetti or something.
I might do that. I might be able to do that. Depends on which Transformer. If it's Optimus Prime, I could do it.
Bascom, I don't know what to say to you, man. But be on your toes, man. Be in this room. Pay attention. We're drawing Death Dealer, okay?
That's right.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, thank you, Fine Feeling. Yes, my mom is. They're both not feeling well. Actually, all three of us have a gunk.
No good.
That's going around.
Yeah.
So, but thank you. That was nice of you.
Just trying to make this piece of paper fucking small.
Yeah, but Sean Bean, like, even he was laughing at that he's killed in almost every movie he's in and every show he's in.
Does he not realize that when he's like taking these roles, or is he just taking them because he likes them? And then another one I died in.
I think he just finds
that can't be
funny.
A coincidence. Oh, okay.
Let's see. Gareth always gets his head chopped off. In the island, he gets hung. In it's GoldenEye, he falls a great distance, slams into the concrete basin of this satellite array, and then it falls on him.
Is he just collecting ways to die in film now? Is that what's going on?
Am I missing any? Like, he's been in a ton of movies. In The Hitcher, he's shot in the head. What else? What am I missing? Any other Sean Bean films? Like, the guy's been in a billion movies. I mean, the one that throws you off is in Ronin. Remember, he's in the beginning of Ronin, and he gets bitched out by Robert De Niro, and then he disappears, and you think he's going to come back at the end, but he just disappears from the movie.
Oh, I didn't.
And you're like,
hey,
all right,
I don't really remember. I think I watched that a long time ago with my dad.
and nothing happens to him. You know, he is unscathed. He gets, his feelings hurt.
He died off screen somewhere.
Yeah, his soul died, his aspirations, his confidence, but not his body. Thankfully, Lord of the Rings. Many arrows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, many arrows.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of all of his films. I'm doing like a little Sean. I'm doing like an autopsy of Sean Bean.
Running through a quick little marathon in your head.
I'm trying to remember all of his films. He doesn't die in Silent Hill. Okay, he's the husband in Silent Hill.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot he was in Silent Hill.
Yes, he's the husband, the estranged husband. What else is Mr. Sean Bean in? I mean, he's typically a villain too, because he's a great villain.
Yeah.
Oh,
his role in Lord of the Rings is one of the few heroic roles that he's had, aside from Ned Stark.
Yeah, and I like to use that example of just what George R. R. Martin thinks of noble men. Thank you, Fine Feeling. Healing thoughts coming your way. Thank you. That's very nice of you. So Sean Bean gets killed a lot, and I don't know who else. There was one guy in the 80s who gets killed by Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees, and doesn't get killed by Michael Myers. But he got killed by all three of them.
Bill Paxton is the only actor to get killed by a Terminator, a Predator, and a Xenomorph.
Yes,
to my knowledge, he's the only one.
Very good. Yes, he was the punk who got thrown against the gate. We don't know if he was killed because he just kind of grabs him by the face and tosses him.
You can pretty much bet that he probably died. I mean, does the Terminator do anything in half steps?
No, I think he just gets you out of the way. I don't think he's unless you're his objective. I think if you don't bother him, he's not going to mess with you. And then he gets pulled down in the med lab in Aliens. And in Predator 2, he's, for some reason, sticking around and just in that subway car and opening fire. And he gets his head pulled off. When the Predator, remember, he's climbing the clock tower in Los Angeles and he's toting Bill Paxton's skull.
Yeah. Yes.
And that film sports the drug kingpin with the best name ever, King Willie.
Not that you're, partial or anything.
It's the most masculine name possible that a man can have.
Sure it is, Willie.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I am the very thing that creates life. Or begets life, excuse me.
Okay.
So I am fine. From me spews forth the material that provides life to the fertilizer.
Oh, good Lord.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very,
I am truly
very, very proud of yourself, huh?
And I think everyone in the audience will agree. I am truly, in that sense, a dickhead.
You're certainly spewing tonight, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just, I'm gonna be like Hair Star and Preacher. I'm gonna shave my head, and somebody's gonna like gouge a, keloided scar across my head, so I look like a dick.
He's the best character in that fucking
I love
show.
Hair Star.
He's so good.
Fucking hilarious. That book is good. I enjoyed the TV series for what it was, but it was definitely not the comic.
Mm-mm.
The comic had a nice like road trip story, and the characters were a lot more involved. It felt like, but I mean, again, it's a comic. What are you gonna do?
And this is one thing I think Garth Ennis is never given credit for, is how funny he is.
Yes.
And I appreciate that about him, because very few comic writers can be funny. Like they can like inject humor into those kind of like the darkness. Even the darkness is funny.
Yeah.
In a lot of parts.
Yeah.
He's a good writer.
The Punisher, he made funny. He brought a lot of comedy into the Punisher when he did his run. And I don't think
agree.
he can't not put any comedy in it.
Yeah, he thinks things are funny, so I like
he thinks dark, fucked up shit is funny too.
Yeah, it's good.
Which makes it funnier.
That's
even the Punisher,
awesome.
he put incest in there, so.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody had to.
On a somber
if it
note,
wasn't going to be Garth Ennis, who else would it be?
Has to be somebody. He says,
I mean, Warren Ellis does that too, especially some of his earlier work.
Did you hear that, Luke?
What?
Mr. Martinez misses Bill Paxton. We all do.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
he was awesome.
Yeah, he was super awesome.
And he didn't have to die either. Like, it was basically a surgeon trying to do it in a maverick way and killed him.
Oh, Jesus.
What happened?
I was listening to I can't remember the gentleman's podcast, but he's got a great podcast with actors. I have to look it up. But Michael Biehn was on there, and he was very close to Bill Paxton. He was basically being very forward, saying they butchered him. He used those words, and he's like, I was trying to get him to go to my guy, who's the best in the country, best in the world, and they went with this other guy who wanted to do it his way, and they basically killed him when it was wholly avoidable.
Was it elective surgery that he was going in for, or was it something?
He was getting like some very simple heart modification.
Oh,
what?
And he died on the table, and his family was in the. I don't know what the outcome was, but they sued the hospital for that.
Good.
Very great interview, Michael Biehn. It's a great episode. Hold on, let me look it up for you guys, and I'll tell you exactly the name of the podcast. But yeah, Michael Biehn was pulling no punches because they were quite close. There were a lot of movies together. It's called the Inside of You podcast, which is a weird name for a podcast, but
that's an interesting title.
It's run by Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah, Rosenbaum's great, dude. He's hilarious.
It's a great podcast. Excellent podcast.
I'll have to check it out.
A lot of actors are doing podcasts, but his is the best one where he kind of like, it's sort of like a Joe Rogan sort of thing where it's interesting conversation. And it's not about like, oh, so tell me about your career. It's more like when he was talking to John Rhys Davies, they were talking about like how your penis dies as you get older.
Oh, awesome.
It's
good to know.
Topic.
But he was just being cheeky and laughing and trying to make it funny. John Rhys Davies.
Can it not do that?
And speaking of which, Tokuman says,
do everything I can to keep that from happening.
Will Jit's creativity into form. Exactly. That's why I am the penis by my name.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Giant dickhead.
I'm a huge dickhead.
I mean, at least you can admit it. That helps.
It's a great line, Matt. Vasquez, has anyone ever accused you of... No, I think he's like, have you ever been accused... have you been mistaken for a man? No, have you?
Yeah.
Flying feline, exactly. Emptying myself.
Master of the ejecta.
The characters are more gritty in the book. I think Tokume means we are talking about Preacher. I think he's going back to the Preacher.
Oh, yeah.
Preacher.
Well, I mean, they kind of had to sanitize that story a little bit for TV.
Yes. It's a bit... it could be a bit offensive, to certain...
That was the whole fucking point, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. But it's really funny.
It's kind of supposed to be offensive.
Like, the Grail should have, just by the very result of their little breeding experiments, should have told you that this is not correct. Put it that way.
Right? I mean, I remember reading that for the first time and seeing that page where they were talking about it. And I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
One of the best ones was, I think, one of my favorite side stories in Preacher. Well, is Dixie Fried. It's a one shot where Cassidy goes to. I think it's before he meets Jesse, and they go to New Orleans, and he meets another vampire because he never really can find another one.
Oh yeah,
and he's this pretentious fuck with like a fan club around him, and he just makes fun of him the entire time. You remember that?
Yeah, pansy ass fop. Yeah, I like Cass. Cass was a great character. I think the dude that they cast as Cass was a great choice, though.
Was your one of your daughters' name Cassidy, right, Crager?
Correct.
Did you name her after Cassidy?
No, she's named after one of those hippie fucking Grateful Dead songs.
Oh. The Grateful Dead can go suck a lemon.
Yeah, I didn't name her, so that was her mother's doing. And
I want to see let's see what Luke is doing. Let's see if he's bringing it. Aha! You're going all Plagal on me.
Am I?
Yeah, that's kind of a Plagal layout, you know. Like he would try to. You remember that Conan the Barbarian he did recently, right?
Oh yeah.
Where you kind of like squished him into the page, like crouched down.
It's just the thing that popped into my head.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what GJ is saying. One of my favorite scenes is when he's hyping up the Marines before takeoff in their awesome bird of destruction, describing their weaponry was outstanding. What's this?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm not quite sure. Yes, Matt. He does. I highly recommend the Inside of You podcast with Michael Rosenbaum. They're great long form interview, and it's like he kind of picks actors that are from like the 80s and people you haven't seen in a while, and they have great stories, like excellent stories. Like he just did one with Edward Furlong, John Connor, and he had great stories to tell about his life and drugs and getting clean. How he got one of my favorite anecdotes from that interview is that talking about how they gave him John Connor for Terminator Rise of the Machines. They wanted him to come back, and he's like, dude, it was more money than you could possibly imagine anybody getting.
Yeah, he went and partied instead.
Yeah, but he said, like, they said basically in the contract, you got to be clean as of now. And he said, okay, I'm going to have one big blow up tonight with the boys, and that's it, right? And I'm going to be clean for the shoot. But it was a blow up that got like ambulances showing up and press, and it got back to the studio and he was fired.
Yeah.
So I mean, stuff like that. It's very interesting because Furlong's had a life,
right?
Michael Biehn is by far my favorite one. I love Michael Bihn's 2 appearances on that podcast because he just talks a lot of shit and he's very direct. Let's see.
He probably at this point in his life and career, he probably doesn't give a fuck what any of them think anymore.
Yeah. He was like talking about Tombstone, talking about George P. Cosmato's director, calling him a scumbag, and he's like, I hate that mother effer. I want to beat the hell out of him. Just for talking trash to people. Tokame's wondering, was Bill Paxton an organ donor? Because that's a thing. People who have organ donor on their ID tend to have medical complications and die on the table for no reason. I think they can go after less high-profile people, Mr. Tokame. There's plenty of opportunities for that.
But no reason to give him another.
Oh, yes. Okay, I know what you guys are talking about, GJ and Tokame. It's the deleted scene when Bill Paxton's going around the APC and he's like, particle beam phalanx. Wah! That one. We've got knives, sticks. He's like, knock it off, Hudson. So, he is the standout of that movie. He has the best lines.
Cannot believe how verbatim Will is. Like,
I know.
Like you fucking, you fucking guy.
It's like Al Bundy with his Playboys, right? Like, I can't remember the color of my wife's eyes, but I know that it's Miss July, 1987.
Yeah,
Favorite movie, The Big Bus.
You have too much fucking time on your hands.
I agree.
Do. I mean,
Crager.
look where I am.
Yeah, fuck. Too much.
But I'm here sharing too much of that time with you people. You
took
people.
too much. You took too much.
What you mean, you people? What you mean, you people?
Are you gonna go? Much. Am I gonna have to run in and discover you in a bathroom about to like plug in your headphones so I can, throw a grapefruit at your face just as White Rabbit is peeking?
That's right. You took too much. You took too much.
Too much,
man. You took too much.
My favorite is his like loud ass sustained grunts and groans. Fucking Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, that shit's the best.
And because remember after he throws the grapefruit in his face and he like retreats and a hunter retreats into the motel room and you could hear him like this long like 15-second like groan from the bathtub.
Never turn your back on a drug, especially when it's waving a razor-sharp hunting knife in your eye.
Like, what was he accusing him of? Like about like, did you make a deal with the man? You took my woman, man. The elevator, remember?
I don't remember.
They go in the elevator from the dirt bike. Remember they were covering the dirt bike thing?
Yeah.
I can't even.
Is in the elevator.
You're asking me to think while I'm fucking drawing, right?
Well, you're on a show. God damn it! I'm trying to be entertaining.
No, you're on a show. I'm drawing.
All right, excuse me.
Okay.
If anybody wants to answer, there's a scene in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas where they've come away from the whole reason they're there, not to do drugs, to cover a very important dirt bike.
It's a motocross race, basically. Yeah, out in the desert.
And they arrive in the elevator, and Cameron Diaz is there with her douchebag photographer, and I guess Benicio del Toro or Dr. Gonzo gets it in his head that there's a special connection, a something in the air between him and Cameron Diaz, and he begins to push up on her, and then he goes from lover boy mode to like attack mode on this pretty boy guy by pulling out his blade and pretending like he's gonna like stab him in the head.
Yeah.
Remember, he kind of and he's like,
oh yeah, I remember that. He's like,
he's like this, like. But later on, he's mad about it. He's like,
it's been more than a few years since I've watched that movie, but yeah,
it's another one that's funny too. One that's really funny.
Mm-hmm. It's Terry Gilliam, right? Directed that. Yeah, Gilliam is fucking fantastic.
Tobey Maguire looking like one of the Lost Mansons.
Right.
Yeah, that was so good. Okay, I guess I can ink this thing, so whatever.
Oh, that is badass, man.
Well, you're the one that's getting it, homeboy.
I am fucking excited. Are you kidding me? This is awesome.
You can always give it away to Matt LaRock.
Matt, I like you, but I'm keeping that. Sorry. It'll go in the same book with my my Ninja Turtles piece that Feline got for me.
Ninja Turtles.
Fucking love that piece.
I'm glad you like it, man.
It's badass.
Like this guy have like
which Ninja Turtles piece?
It's all four of them with Shredder looming behind them.
Did Frege do that one?
Mm-mm.
No, I did.
Nope, Crager did. I got it. Feline got it for me for Yule last year during one of the Red Valkyrie auctions.
What was that? I didn't see this piece.
Yeah.
Yes, you have. I've showed it to you. I've showed it on Topicless.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be. We should.
Horribly sorry. Horribly.
We showed you. Stop blaming us because you were there.
I showed you too much. Too much.
I showed you. You took too much.
Too much Dorito.
Took too much, man. You took too much.
Got it from a Satanism freak.
So rad.
A Satanism freak.
Okay, I guess I gotta fucking ink this thing.
Come on. And GJ is congratulating you on owning such a fine piece. You know, again, his dragon sickness is, starting to tingle, and he's like, I don't have that one.
Funny. It's okay, GJ. You'll
get another one.
You're getting plenty of good stuff soon.
Remember, JAWBONE Death 2 is launching, and there'll be many opportunities.
Yeah. In the bio of this video, you should go sign up for Stain 2 and JAWBONE Death 2. And subscribe and like and do all that stuff so that you can see all the cool stuff that I'm going to be doing.
Man, I remember when Luke, could barely do a stick figure. It's amazing how fast he got this good.
Thank you,
and
sir.
I remember the turning point on it. It was that Cthulhu piece that was the first time you kind of got out of your little comfort zone. And everyone was like, holy moly, like you're in a new kind of era of your art skills.
Thank you, sir.
Have you seen that one, Craig?
I don't believe I have. Sorry.
I have a print of that Cthulhu piece that I take to conventions with me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it should have some sentimental value to you because it's kind of the first one that kind of blew up.
Well, then there's also my Viking piece that I did on, I think, the 3rd episode of Fragtober. And that's also a print that I take with me. That was the Viking piece that I did was actually the first one that somebody actually reached out to me and wanted to buy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It always feels good when that happens.
Yeah, I was just like, holy shit. Sweet.
Thank you, Mr. Ghali, for dropping the JAWBONE Death sign up. Appreciate it if you guys could sign up, because I believe there would be a nice little prize, I think, if you sign up.
Yeah. The first day people who sign up beforehand get a cool fucking print. So
A not safe for work print.
A good one. So Adam made me draw like more naked.
And then he also, Mr. Ghali, gave you the convenience of dropping the Stain 2 sign up. Head on over.
Sweet. And there is a adult not safe for work cover, so if you have sensible little like eyeballs and don't want to see stuff like that, don't go over there because you might see something naked. It might cause a problem. So sorry. I warned you.
You have been warned. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's
Viewer
right.
discretion is indeed advised.
View at your own risk, guys.
Do they even still do that?
I don't know, man.
I think they just do the little rating system at the beginning. They don't they don't verbally warn anybody of anything anymore, it seems.
Oh, nice. Well, we don't really care anyways.
Tokume agrees. The more skin, the better. Well, go sign up, my friend. You'll be quite satisfied with the print.
You horny bastard. Get to it.
Do it now. Sign up. See the skin
Chop
later.
Up. Get the chop up coming.
So that's why he's making that noise, huh? Okay.
Well, that's why I put him on the wheel of pain, because he's doing that coom face, when he's about to smack somebody up. So
funny.
Okay. All right. Look, I mean, not only 1, 2, 3 characters we have from Mr. Crager.
Damn.
Fucking cunt.
Are you referring to me, or are you referring to our guest?
I could just be the
either one of you fuckers.
The obligatory fucking cunt. Like
I didn't give you the death dealer.
Sometimes you just
whatever.
you just
At least
gotta
I can draw. Here's the upside to the Death Dealer. At least I can draw him really fucking well. So, that's fine. I'm like on autopilot right now. So
I'm kind of pissed I never got to like get a suggestion in for Fractober, man, because there were some primo pieces, especially during that first big one we did.
Mm.
Yeah, there were some nice ones.
Oh, when Fragga was doing Fraggy-tober.
Yeah, do you remember when we did the very first one, the first big one we did, Luke? There were some really cool ones.
Oh yeah, there were some fantastic pieces. I got a spaceman, and that night I remember that was like one of the first times that we got like over 1,000 people watching, and I took a screenshot of that stream, as a matter of fact, of the stream hitting like 1,000 people watching.
Yeah. I think one night it was 2,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Chauncey, welcome, buddy. Thank you for coming by. And by the way, that space marine you did last week was awesome. And
I will never get those type of numbers here.
And Chauncey, did you ever win a Fractober piece? I'm not sure if you ever got one.
So the chances of winning are really high here. Just by coming. Yeah.
Well, we do it by random. Frege did it by his kind of mood.
Yeah, we're going to run out of fans at some point if we don't start getting more subscribers, and then I'll have to start like figuring shit out. I don't know. Nobody likes us, Will. Nobody wants to see us.
Are we going to do one of those? Are we going to be one of those channels that like punishes their fans or their subscribers by like berating them? Do I have to like have my arms crossed and say, donations are appreciated, not required?
Yeah, fuckers.
But if you're liking this content,
here's the thing. Like, I'm the one giving away free shit. Like, all they have to do is show up and say, "Hey, I'd like to see a drawing of this," and they might get it. Like, they don't have to do really anything else. Maybe they have to buy my book at some point, but that's secondary. Like, the more people who get here, the more like stuff I can give away to people too.
Exactly. Chauncey replies, "Nah, William, I think Frege's nihilism got me too, LOL."
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Was he being emo at the time?
Emo, Fragga.
Emotional damage.
There's been some pretty damn cool pieces on this one. The one that stands out to me was the crow that Crager did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if Josh ever received it. He never told me that he got it. So
lucky schmuck. Literally suggested that the week before, and then he just swoops in the next week and suggests it, and lo and behold, it's all right. I'm getting my revenge with this Death Dealer.
Like how? Like, we're not asking you for much. Just hang out with us. Like, draw some stuff. Maybe we might say something cool. Like, I don't know. Probably not if Will's talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm kidding, Will. But, like, we'll see. We'll see if we say something interesting.
Right.
Maybe you'll like it. Maybe it'll resonate with you. Maybe it'll, make you come back for more, inspire you. Like, I inspire you all to draw stuff while you're here and do stuff. I don't want to like be like the other channels. I want to do art. I want to have fun. I don't want to fucking talk about who's doing who and who's putting what into who or any of that weird shit. Yeah, I'm just not interested in any of that stuff or any of the weirdness involved. Like, it's so fucking stupid. So,
well, I'll say this: if all of you put away 25 cents a week, by the time Meathead comes out, you'll be able to afford it, and it won't cost you. It won't be that big of a crater in your budget at a time. So just 25 cents, throw it on the top of your refrigerator, and just earmark that for Meathead.
Yeah, for Will. For Will.
Yeah. I mean, y'all had a $1 box.
Do it for the Gipper.
Everybody had a $1 box growing up.
Do it for the Gipper.
Yeah. Please. I'm begging you. I'm asking you, imploring you.
before it's too late.
Buy my musings.
Do it now.
Please. Yeah, come here, or else I'll start showing like really bad things on this show.
Thank you, GJ. I agree. Well, it takes a lot of time to grow a YouTube channel, like a lot. So I'm hoping this channel grows because Jason's art is phenomenal. More people need to discover him and his work. I agree.
I likewise agree.
Yeah. I like it when you guys are nice. Thank you. It's good.
Mr.
I mean, I'm of the opinion there needs to be more shows like this. There's entirely too much of the other kind.
Yeah, too much. As Chauncey said, right on, Crager. Creating dope art is better than farming, and that's what we're not interested in it because it's so freaking boring.
Yeah, no farming.
I love locales, but I don't like comic locales. So I do that at night when nobody's watching me. You know, I
would know
my favorite locale. Yes, and I cackle my ass off, and I leave it. I do it in private, like you're supposed to do most degenerate things,
like jerking off.
I mean, don't be so metropolitan.
He's flogging himself. Come on, Crager.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sitting there just like with the cat of nine tails, you know, trying to get 3 or 4 more in.
I fucking knew it.
Yes, Seth.
Raise your hand if you're surprised out there in the stream. Anybody?
Nobody's fucking surprised.
When is your meathead coming with the CU as opposed to the CO, according to Seth? It's being drawn right now. I've seen pages, I've seen breakdowns, and they're amazing. Can't wait to show you guys some stuff later on down the road.
That's right. Soon.
That'll be fucking badass, y'all. I'm just saying.
Soon.
Crager has got into my very gray matter and pulled out exactly what I wanted.
Wasn't hard. So
I'm an open book.
No, he made it easy. So, like, he was good. He did
going
his
with
job.
The theme, Crager. I'm so full of love. I can't help but get some of it on you.
He did his fucking job. So as a writer, and that's important. And I think I'd like to say it's under my guidance that he was able to get there. But to be honest, he just needed to be poked a few times, like in the right direction. It wasn't even like I had to do anything really other than just be like, you're going to come back to this, but and it's going to be better. And it was.
Sometimes that's all it takes, man.
Yep.
Sometimes all it takes is just that little nudge in the right direction.
Yep. I saw the potential of it, and he nailed it. So it's really sweet. Sweet.
God damn that Death Sealer, Mr. Martinez says.
I'm likening drawing it to like working on a Vietnam version of Electra Assassin, like in a weird way.
Like a Senkowitz sort of thing, except not as extreme.
Yeah, it's not extreme, but I'm really trying to figure out the layout so that they're nice and just cool and fun and experimental and
that will definitely play into the story. That'll add to the story for sure.
Well, there's someone kind of obscure for American audiences that I think we'll see a lot. If you guys decide to go look this person up, you'll see a lot of this in his work, which is Alberto Breccia.
Yeah.
Breccia?
Yeah. There's a lot of that in his work, in Crager's work on this.
Yeah, I've been looking at his stuff quite a bit too, so it's really cool. It's really cool. Which, Sankovic did that stuff, and so did Frank Miller for Sin City. That's primarily part of his influence for Sin City is Breccia.
Really?
And I'll say this about Breccia and his countrymen, and Chuck Dixon agrees that there's something in the water in Argentina that they produce amazing artists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One that comes to mind is Jimenez, who did the Meta Barons.
Meta Barons. I was just about to say, didn't he come from Argentina?
Yeah.
And they always go to France because that's like the only place they can really get respect. Their domestic comic industry is very rigid. Their editorial, they have like an editorial monopoly, and they just want to do things from the 1950s. And it's sort of like, I guess you could, make a parallel that it's sort of like Image, or not Image, but the Image guys working at Marvel in the 80s, where they want to do this kind of crazy stuff, and the editors are like, you're going to do it this way because it's how we've always done it. And once you got the Image, you got the 5-page fold out from Jim Lee. But it's kind of similar to that, right? In Argentina, they can't be who they can't do them, but suddenly they go to France and you get the Meta Barons.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So some of those artists are just unreal good.
I can't remember his name, but I think the guy who drew Chuck Dixon's Winter World was also from Argentina.
Oh, that was a good book.
Nice.
I can't remember his name. I think he passed away, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, and yes, Tokame. Dude, no joke. Argentina creates mind-blowing artists, indeed. And one working in our area is Christian Rossi. He's from Argentina too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. He's in my top 5.
The pipes are calling.
Danny Boy?
Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling.
The pipes are coming. Excuse me, guys. I have to go empty myself.
He's got to go empty himself again.
Excuse me. I can take pass me to my phone so you can hear it, but I don't want to.
I'd rather not. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm pretty sure Crager and I can vamp while you're gone.
Yeah, we're good.
And entertain the audience.
We're good. We're good.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I'm not too worried about it. So should be okay.
So the last time I drew Death Dealer was actually on topic list, but I was doing just a the ballpoint pen sketch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've always loved this character design.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really. The thing about him is like in Frazetta's paintings, he really doesn't define the character.
Nope.
So you kind of have to go and look at other people's work in order to get there. And I like the design that Tim did, but I don't know whether his design is right or true to what Frazetta had going on underneath it.
Right.
Not that Tim wouldn't do a concerted effort to make that happen. I figured he would, but
you're talking about Vigil?
Yeah, I'm talking about Vigil.
That's awesome.
The Timbo. Timmy.
Timmy!
I am back. I have unburdened myself. I have confessed to the porcelain god.
Good for you.
That's good. Do you feel better?
Yes, yeah. And Olivia James, welcome. I haven't seen you here. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hi, Olivia. That's Olive,
she says,
I think.
Love the beanie and your voice. LOL.
It's Olive. Hi, Olive.
And Flying Feline joins in the chorus. Usually when I'm doing these streams, I have my giant monstrous TV on to kind of provide a fill light for me. And I just saw David Duchovny as I was walking out to unburden myself. And I realized that the best thing that could have happened to him was being in Twin Peaks. Because otherwise, he would have had a career playing yuppie douchebags.
He was so awesome in Twin Peaks. He was so awesome. He's my favorite character.
It was the first time he wasn't playing like a yuppie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was completely just weird and out of character and awesome.
Who, Dennis?
Yeah. It was awesome.
Well, what I did enjoy about that was he was essentially a cross-dressed FBI agent, and everybody just ignores the fact that he's dressed like a woman the entire series.
They don't even care.
They don't even acknowledge it. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? It's like he just dressed as a woman.
Doesn't even matter. It's amazing. I love it.
And it's amazing how close in tone and style, despite them being different genres, the X-Files is to Twin Peaks.
Yes, very much so. Like, Mulder could have, died of asphyxiation the way they talk about the one way he was supposed to die. Remember in that episode? It's erotic asphyxiation.
Who, Mulder?
Yeah, Mulder was supposed to die of erotic asphyxiation.
Well, there is actually grounds for that and a setup for that, because there is, from the first season on, a subtle, sometimes not so subtle, but he has a porn addiction.
Oh, well, yeah.
And it's present all through the X-Files. There's always these little jokes that he drops that he's into, like, straight up into porn.
Mm-hmm.
Never watched the X-Files.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah, I never really watched the X-Files. I mean, I watched the movies that came out, but I never really watched the show.
Oh man, they still stand up. They're fantastic shows.
I'll have to check them out.
Fantastic.
It's kind of a half, because remember, it's in that period of TV in the 90s where it's still episodic, and they're still doing a 24 episode format. But it was starting to get there, because the style in which it was done, they're like mini movies every week. They had high production values, and they shot them in Canada, because Canada had just opened up as a tax haven, right? You could go there and you could, I think for a certain amount of spend, they would give it back to you in taxes. But the fact that they had to shoot in Canada, and I think they shot it in, was it Montreal? I'm not sure where they shot it, but
wouldn't surprise me. A lot of stuff is shot in Montreal.
Right, but it was dark. It was always raining. It was very dreary, and that lended an atmosphere to the series that is very palpable, that you can't buy. And it makes it actually still scary to this day. I mean, would you agree, Crager? You know what I'm talking about? That the atmosphere, Vancouver. Yes, thank you, Marco.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the Vancouver, like, gray, dreary type. Yeah, it was
always dark.
Oh yeah. They always ramp that kind of stuff up. So,
and then in the sixth season, the show was in its apex after the movies came out, and Mulder or David Duchovny and what is Scully's name? I can't. God, I'm sorry.
Gillian Anderson.
Very attractive woman.
Yeah.
They got together and said, we want to go back to L.A. and film in L.A. because they live in L.A. They were sick of going to Vancouver, and there was you could see the style of the show, and the atmosphere was gone, because now they're in sunny L.A.
Right. Yeah.
It's all gone.
Way different after that. Yeah.
Yeah. They lost that bit of some, and remember, Millennium was shot up there too. Remember the Lance Henriksen series that was kind of parallel to it?
I remember that. I remember.
Oh, I believe that about Gillian Anderson, that she's a kinky woman. She's entertaining on Instagram.
So good.
Oh yeah, man. When she was thin, after she had her baby, man, she was banging in that show.
She's still banging. Come on.
Sure, she is. But I'm saying, remember, she was pregnant in the first and second season. They did that arc where she got kidnapped by the syndicate, and they had to disappear her for a little while so she could have her baby. So she was very plumpy in the first, 2 seasons, and then she came back and lost all the weight. And then around like the 4th season, she was like just banging.
Plumpy. That's
but there's some classic episodes. So Luke, there's the mythology episodes, which aren't really necessary to enjoy the show. But then there's the Monster of the Week episodes, which are the classic episodes. Which are the one-shots, where they go investigate something. So
Right.
I'd say just go look up a list of the best one shots and watch those, and you'll be perfectly happy.
Yeah, one shot.
Like, for example, I think the classic one is the Fluke Man, right? That everybody knows.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's like a basically a mutated worm in the form of a man. He has like a big round jaw, Luke, and he has like 4 hooks. Have you ever seen that creature?
Oh, didn't McFarlane Toys make like a figure of that thing?
Yeah, he did, and then Bowen did a statue.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that thing before.
Yep, that's it. He even said it. Marco said it. Squeeze and the host. The host is the one I just talked about, and Squeeze is about Eugene Victor Toombs.
He's a worm.
Little short, huh?
He's a worm. He's a worm.
Yeah, but Eugene Victor Toombs is a great character. He's a freaky character in the X-Files.
Not a man alive can outrun a Grease Scotsman.
Yes, Marco. The what was it called? It was called I can't remember the name of the episode, but I know what you're talking about. It was like a comedic vampire episode. The vampire with the plastic teeth was effing epic, according to. Oh no, it's not. That's Tokame talking. That's a funny one too. That actually has a Luke Wilson in it as the sheriff. And the fat kid.
I think I like
Sandlot.
Luke Wilson better than I like Owen Wilson.
Yeah, and he's not as like dreary and like mopey as his brother. And he was in Idiocracy, for that alone.
Yeah, Idiocracy was good.
And Old School.
Yeah.
Maya Rudolph in Idiocracy is awesome.
Yeah, she is.
You're going to give up that stuff, right? Yeah, just come back next week. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And he keeps paying her money.
Yeah.
Just to keep going away. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's got to pay. Huh?
Yeah, I'm going to hit that tomorrow.
That's right, baby. I'll be back. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got to pay upgrade with a double D.
Upgrade. Yeah. Who's dead in the future. Yes.
I mean, it kind of reminds you of the courtroom scene. Sort of reminds you of Twitter, right? It's like he gave his argument in the most lucid and logical form possible. Yo, he bundle sticks, yo.
Exactly.
So it's basically Twitter, right? You give a perfectly cogent argument, and then they just go, "Man, you talking like a bitch."
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
You must win the emotional argument, not the logical argument, because what is logic?
Oh, yeah, you all a bunch of basic bitches up here in this place.
By the way, Marco brought up an episode of the X-Files. Yeah, I think Home was the craziest episode. Okay, that was actually banned from network TV and reruns for many years. Home. And my parents actually used the name of the inbred family in that episode called the Peacocks to refer to white trash people as Bikikis.
Oh, okay. There's your mom saying that shit right now. Is that her in the background?
Mm-mm. That episode dealt with inbreeding, and it is a gross episode, but it is a classic one. It's just the most notorious one they did from the X-Files.
Yep, never seen it.
Again, just go Google like best X-Files episodes, and you don't have to see the entire series, Luke. It's not necessary. Just see the best ones, like the best Monster of the Week ones.
Well, hey,
right.
If that has inbreeding, I'm in.
You never saw that episode, Crager?
No, probably not.
I won't spoil it for you. Even describing it's pretty grotesque.
It doesn't.
I mean, they really push the limits.
It's a fucking show, man. That shit doesn't bother me.
I'm just saying, like, for the time, they really push the limits.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not too worried about it, man. I've seen some porno. So.
They've actually got a William Gibson episode. Oh God,
Sorry.
There was actually a William Gibson episode that was like straight up cyberpunk. That was really cool too, about an AI.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
So how are we doing here? Because I'm almost done.
Let's see what Luke is doing.
I'm getting there.
Luke Rooney.
He's doing the Sam Keith Death Dealer.
Nice. Yeah, I tried, man.
What do you mean you tried?
What do you mean you tried? It looks pretty fucking badass to me, man.
The Men in Black episode, I'm not sure which one that is. I mean, aren't they all Men in Black episodes, Seth?
Yeah. Seth.
I like it. Are we gonna get some rendering on that severed head?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
I mean, look at that. Quite beautiful.
So put some
badass, man.
Here's the if Flying Feline's still watching, this is the one that never comes to visit me. So there you go. That's Milton. He's always hiding.
He's got better things to do. That's all.
Yeah, he does. Like he's actually an apex predator around here.
Yes.
He's the cock of the walk. He's got to be out there, be in the powerhouse.
Oh, he always leaves some disemboweled creature on my back porch.
Handling business.
That's
He
right.
actually has an MO. He always likes to like pop their heads off like a cork and just kind of leave them there.
Oh yeah.
That's his
Stop
favorite
moving
method
around
of
quicker.
dispatching.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, he's
He
an
ain't
awesome.
he ain't fucking around, man.
No,
Gordon Goodbrother. Crager tried to do Crager.
Crager tried to do Crager. What do you mean? Not understanding.
I think he's talking about you, like giving. I tried. When you gave your little somber appraisal.
I
of your
tried. I tried, you guys. I'm sorry.
I can't do it, YouTube.
I've sucked, guys. I'm sorry. I did my best. So, whatever.
It's okay.
I like
It's
when you pull out
okay.
like your tagging marker, that fat tagging marker, the one you have to get from behind the glass at Home Depot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember those? Like, remember those were like with the spray paint in LA, like they had them like behind the locked case. Yeah,
This one.
that was the one people were using on the bus to tag on the buses.
Yeah. This one. So, yeah. It's fun to use. Get more black.
The Men in Black episode is where you had the Alex Trebek as a special guest star, and everyone thought Mulder was one of the two Men in Black agents, saying, "Woo, that's a dead alien." Speaking of that, do you remember when Fox premiered that like supposed alien autopsy footage? Remember that?
Yeah, that was dumb.
It was in black and white, and they were like, vivisecting him.
Yeah, that was the dumbest shit I'd ever seen.
I wonder if that actually worked, and actually people thought that was real.
They did. So people are stupid. Of course they thought it was real because they're fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, War of the Worlds back in the day. Orson Welles getting everybody riled up, causing a big old panic.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised he had time, not stuffing his fat ass.
That was a dick move on his part, but at least he apologized for it and said, "Hey, you know what, guys, my fault. But nobody does that in real life. Nobody.
What, apologizes? No, of course not.
Not when things go sideways, like on the internet or shit like that. They don't apologize for that shit. They don't give a fuck. They let it go. They let it run. They fucking act like twats.
Well, it is the internet.
Own that shit, bitches.
Oh, okay.
That's
I know what
right.
you're talking about, Seth. The Jose Chung's from Outer Space. That's a great episode.
Yeah.
With the smoking alien.
Smoking aliens.
The smoking man. Yeah, I've heard about him.
Well, not him. There's like a smoking alien, the guy that was like in an alien mask.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Hey, some person, how you doing, buddy?
What
Thank
up,
you
some
for showing
person?
up.
Some person.
He's giving shout outs.
Shout out. Thank everybody for coming out, guys. I love you.
Thanks, guys. We
Thank you all.
have a nice little crowd tonight.
Do we? Nice.
Yeah, let's see Mr. Luke's how he's doing. And next week we have, by the way, J-Bot.
J-Bot.
Awesome.
Yay. We're ramping up for July, where we're gonna have some major cool guests coming on. So
Yep. We can't tell you quite yet, but you guys are gonna be very surprised.
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah. So please stay tuned.
Yes, and don't hate me because
exactly that, and we really mean that.
I love them. So I love them. Amazing.
I mean, this is getting really nerdy, but I'll add to Marco and Seth's discussion. I like the postmodern Prometheus. I think that's what it was called, right? The one that's named after Frankenstein. Is that what it's called? Postmodern Prometheus?
Modern Prometheus? Or, yeah, something like that.
No. Okay, so it's postmodern. Okay, it's modern Prometheus is Frankenstein.
Yes. Yar.
Did you guys ever watch Fringe on Fox? Because it actually mentions the X-Files in it, talking about X Division. Huh?
Was it a Chris Carter show? Because he had a lot of shows kind of come and go during his run at Fox.
You know what? I don't know. That name doesn't ring a bell. But
it was Millennium. He had Harsh Realm, which was like a Matrix type thing.
I always wondered what Harsh Realm was.
Yeah, Space Above and Beyond was not his, but it was two of his writers created it.
I was unaware.
I gotta give Fox some credit, man. They were really experimental with a lot of their shows.
Yeah, and then they cancel the shit before it gets a chance to actually find an audience.
Like Arrested Development. You know, Arrested Development was one of those shows that took a while to get its legs.
It's a good show.
It ended its life on Netflix, so it got, a denouement, so to speak. Just like Twin Peaks got a denouement on Showtime.
Okay, this is what you get. I'm sorry.
So what do you
Why are you sorry? I love it. That is fucking badass, man.
Okay, so Fringe is Abrams, Orsi, and Christian.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
it's a bad
Abrams.
robot thing.
Yeah. Don't hold that against it. It's before they went to shit.
Shite.
Before they started becoming like, franchise manglers.
Basically, yes.
Let's see what Luke is doing. Because he's...
Luke.
His death dealer. Are you guys just going to exchange him?
I'll send this to Crager if he wants it.
Yeah, I'll check it out here. Yeah, send it to me. That's fine.
For once, Art is going his way.
Right.
Yeah. That'd be good. Whatever.
Mr. Martinez says this piece came out fantastic and it's free. Crazy.
Free.
Yep, I am one lucky bastard, that's for sure.
I'm so
You are a lucky bastard in many dimensions.
I agree.
So nice.
I agree. Well,
little happy people, you.
But let's face it, you're only with her for the hex-clad pans.
I was with her before she had them pans.
You gigolo.
I'm with her because she's fucking awesome. Are you kidding me?
Everywhere I go, people say.
Not to mention beautiful, smart, fun. Just saying.
The Great Mutado, that's what it was called, Marco. Thank you.
Ooh, what they saying.
Solid work, Luke. Love it, says Tokame.
Thank you, Seth. I appreciate that, brother.
What will they say about
and Funny Feeling gave you a grin, or me a grin. I don't know. For me, trying to out you as the gigolo that you are.
Oh, the answer I know.
She loves me
is
for the
I'm
gigolo
just
that I am.
gigolo. Life goes on without me, 'cause I'm so sad
Oh,
and
the prime cut
lonely.
shows up, Mr. Hockey.
Sad and lonely.
Did you hear that one, Crager? The prime cunt.
The prime cunt is here. Hello, Hockey.
The prime cunt.
The prime cunt. You're a wee cunt.
I do not know what that means, Flying Feline, but I'm going to take it as a term of endearment. He's my ice cream man.
That's right.
Ew.
Stop me as I'm passing by. All my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy.
Is it that weird song she gets off on? Like, like
I mean, I did drive an ice cream truck a long time ago. But
Hockey
no,
should
I
space
don't.
out these comments. It kind of sounds like you're talking to Flying Felines, but instead of you're talking to Crager and me.
I could knew it.
Because he said, "Good day, see you next Tuesday," and then it's right after it's "Hello, Flying Feline."
Awesome.
YouTube comments.
Whatever. I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us.
Yeah, I'm always happy to see
Absolutely.
everyone. You guys taking time out of your, perishable time you can't get back, to spend it with us. You sad sons of bitches.
It's our time. Yes, it is.
It's out of time. Our time to sit and geek out and be nerds. Be geeks about comics. Celebrate comics.
Playing with our willies.
Playing with our plangers.
Big old bean squats.
Are we going to go back to Preacher? It's buggering time.
It's buggering time.
Fuck.
You remember those guys?
Forgot about that, yeah.
The sexual detectives? Or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even they have like a theme detective agency.
So good.
I know hockey's a term of endearment. Pop goes the weasel, don't forget turkey in the straw, some person says.
That's right.
Yeah, it's punctuation in some countries, Kunt.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, I wish we were more entertaining.
No, I think I was plenty entertaining.
This is.
You always think you're entertaining, Will, so that's nothing new.
Well, I am fabulous all day long.
As long as people are laughing, whether they're laughing at me or with me, I'll take both.
Well, we don't know if they're laughing. We definitely don't know.
I mean, I've made a fool of myself before on topic lists.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've gotten used to that is fucking badass, man. I am super excited. Thank you.
It was quick, man. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you suggesting it. So, little death dealer going on.
I fucking love it, man.
Thank you, Seth. Will and is entertaining who we don't know, but he's definitely entertaining someone. Exactly. Somebody out there is, there's someone out there that's a fan.
Just be your weird self.
Did we have?
You find your audience.
I think we had 135 subscribers when we started. So
have you lost some?
He may not have. He may not have noticed that the last time. But that's awesome.
I don't know if we've lost any. I'm sure we will someday. That's just.
Oh, I'm guessing we will. Yes.
It's bound to happen at some point or another.
Sure. So, how are we doing, Luke? Are you in there looking at that?
Oh yeah, I'm probably done. I mean, I could noodle on this some more, but I can finish it up after the stream.
He's just taking out his art dangler and getting it everywhere.
His art dangler. So funny. Art dangler.
Tallywhacker. Your art tallywhacker.
Yeah, Flying Feline. Of course it's fire.
Thank you.
It's fire.
Yeah, I haven't drawn something like this in a while. You know, taking a prompt. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so
nice.
I'm that's why I was looking forward to this.
Well, it looks great. I appreciate you coming on the show. I think it's fantastic. Hey, Will, do you want to talk about Meathead real quick?
Well, we have begun drawing pages, and I am very excited because Mr. Crager has shown me his breakdowns for the first bundle of pages, and they're exactly how I saw them in my mind's eye. And I cried a little when I saw them. I cried a little in happiness and joy.
Rightly so.
You know what's funny? When I was working on the pages, like I knew like when I had hit it because I imagined Will crying when he saw the page. Like literally like Will's gonna fucking cry, man. Like I think I did it. That's a good thing.
You did.
Hell yeah.
And we'll start sharing them with you and talking about, things we changed or added or controversies that arose from dealing with a prima donna like Jason Crager.
Yeah. I'm a huge fucking prima donna.
I don't know how you gonna deal. Exactly. Well, I mean,
exactly.
Very subtly.
I barely take it. When do I take out time for myself, buddy? Like I went to bed at 7:00 the other night, like because I was just like, you know what? I think I'm emotionally done. Like I'm gonna just go lay the fuck down. Right?
Yeah, you did that painting for that Mormon, and then the other Christian shows up and says, "Do more work," and you're like, "You religious people are demanding."
Yeah, you fucking cunts. So yeah,
you religious cunts.
Yeah, exactly. So I might end tonight with a little monologue since hopefully the first one went over well. 60 people are watching currently, which is nice. I appreciate you all. If you haven't subscribed or backed or shared, please go do all those things. Thank you, Flying Felines. So I'm gonna do one last little thing here. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight we delved into the heart and soul of the universe, the sanctum sanctorium of creativity. Comic books. The humble comic, where words dance with images in a waltz of imagination, where heroes soar and villains scheme, where worlds collide and dimensions intervene. As artists are intertwined, sorry. As artists, we are guardians of this sacred realm, wielding our pens and brushes like cosmic scribes, shaping reality and giving life to characters who dwell in the collective consciousness of generations. But let me tell you, it's not just about the ink on the page or the pixels on the screen. It's about the passion that fuels every stroke, every line, and every panel. We do it for the love of comics, for the sheer joy of seeing our creations leap off the page and into the hearts of readers. It's a labor of love, a journey of discovery, a quest for truth and beauty in a world that sometimes seems bereft of both. But beware, for as powerful as comics are, they are also fragile. Like the delicate balance of the cosmos, they can be disrupted by negativity and cynicism. To speak ill of comics is to sow the seeds of discourse, to invite chaos into our midst. So let us embrace the wonders of comics. Let us celebrate all their complexity. Let us cherish the artists who breathe life into them and the fans who keep the flame burning bright. For in the end, comics are more than just stories. They're reflections of our hopes and fears, dreams and nightmares. And remember to speak with reverence and admiration for comics, for they are the foundation upon which entire worlds are built. Disrespect them at your peril, for the consequences could be dire indeed. So let us raise our glasses to the mighty comic book, and may its legend endure for all eternity.
Skål.
There we go, guys. Thank you for coming out tonight. I appreciate you all.
Slancha salute.
We're going to call it out. tonight on and we're gonna go out with our intro like we always do because
Good night, everyone. God bless.
Thank you guys for having me.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you.